Hello, Buckeye Nation. My name is Lisa, and I'm the gal behind Buckeye Football Fangirl. What a special game that was on Saturday. Could we have asked for a better finale at the shoe for all of those amazing seniors and juniors who will be moving on to the next chapter of their life? As good as that game was, I have a feeling the game coming up this week, the game that they prepare all year round for, will be the cherry on top of a truly special regular season. We'll get into it more, and we'll take a quick look at who we will see on the field this coming Saturday in just a moment. Welcome to Buckeye Football Fangirl. Thank you so much for watching and giving me your valuable time and attention. If you are a Buckeye fangirl or fan guy and love these Buckeyes like I do, please like this video and subscribe for more videos where I rave about Ohio State and get pumped up for the next game. This weekend, we face a tough competition from TTUN. At the time of this recording, they are currently the 6th ranked team, though they're projected to move up one spot to the 5th ranked team after Oregon's loss this past weekend. Before we get into that game though, let's talk about what we saw on the field this past Saturday. You all, this team just keeps getting better and better. I could have cried tears of happiness after that game on Saturday because of how everything went down so perfectly. I couldn't agree more with this tweet from Jennifer. I love games like this. They're so enjoyable. In the Heisman candidate showdown, Stroud cemented himself as the odds-on favorite to win after a stunning performance on the field. As Kyle tweeted, Stroud carving them up like a Thanksgiving turkey. Stroud looked absolutely stellar on Saturday. The damage he did on the field left me speechless. I don't know what else to say other than that was amazing. As the Buckeye tweeted, if CJ Stroud isn't your Heisman frontrunner, we need to have a hard, long talk. There's always going to be Ohio State haters trying to downplay his performance. You all know who I'm talking about, but that was such a convincing case to just hand him the trophy already. The other potential Heisman candidate in the game, Kenneth Walker III, unfortunately did not fare so well. RD played like dogs and roped Walker in, who saw his campaign start to fade away after Saturday. As Z Rich tweeted, this defense looks good today. Burke continued to impress, and we saw his extra effort on display in what should have been a fumble and recovery by RD. As TFE Mike tweeted, Burke is a dog, never gives up. I love it. I love to see it too. And not only was Burke stellar again, but Court Williams came to play. Tommy Eichenberg stepped up in a big way, and our pass rush was back with 2 sacks and 9 tackles for a loss. To make things sweeter, our favorite wide receiver core, now with a new nickname, Earth, Wind, and Fire, tore it up on the field, each netting over 100 yards in the game. I am 100% in agreement with Scarlet Pain Era 278 with this tweet. Absolutely love the nickname of Earth, Wind, and Fire for our awesome wide receivers, Olave, Wilson, and Smith-Njigba. You guys, we are truly witnessing something incredible this season. I want to just slow down for a second with this next stat because this is so crazy, it's almost unbelievable. Right now, Jaxon Smith-Njigba is over the 1,000 yard mark for the season. That makes him the 6th receiver in school history to put up that number. Here's something even crazier. Wilson and Olave are also both on track to go over 1,000 yards for the season too. Wilson only needs 61 more yards, and Olave only needs 152 more yards. Let this next tweet from Kevin really sink in. 5 1,000 yard receivers in 100 plus years. 3 1,000 yard receivers in 2021. You guys, we are witnessing history being made right in front of our eyes. The talent on the field right now is insane. I already feel like we blinked twice and the regular season is almost over. If you're not already soaking up the magnificent play that we get to see this year, please take a moment and let's be grateful for this chance to watch this amazing team suit up in scarlet and gray. I haven't even mentioned yet the record that got broken on Saturday. Olave breaking that touchdown record in this incredible game was truly the icing on the cake. As TOSU State of Mind tweeted, "We must cherish these moments. Just got a bit emotional on that Olave touchdown." We were all up in our feels after that touchdown catch, and I'm already getting choked up thinking about the players moving on after this year. Bringing it back around, there wasn't a better way to wrap up their time at the shoe than that dominant performance on Saturday. Absolutely everything was clicking for them on both sides of the ball. As OT Buckeye tweeted, "That's the best half of Ohio State football I think I've ever seen." I absolutely have to agree with that tweet, as well as this tweet from Trillberry. 49-0 before the half? When have you ever seen something like this? Against a top 10 team nonetheless. I don't know how you could watch this game and not agree that Ohio State is the best football team in the country. This is the best offense I've ever seen. Period, and full stop. We are witnessing greatness in front of us, and it was such a magical game to watch. That game made me even more eager to see what the rosy-cheeked assassin has up his sleeve for this game against TTUN. I'm feeling much more confident after that performance on Saturday because, as Annie tweeted, the hype is real. Ready for next week already. I am so ready for this showdown. It's predicted to be a top 5 matchup, and it's gonna be a good one. Day made a promise last year to drop 100 on them, and I have no doubt there's probably a lot of angst built up from not being able to do that last year. Honestly, I think the Buckeyes realistically could hang 100 on TTUN this year, and I wanna ask you a question. Given the chance, do you think Day really would run up 100 on them? Or do you think he would take his foot off the gas after getting above 40 like he did this past weekend? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. And shout out to all the commenters who left me a note on last week's show, including Tallow Ohio, Trenton Hobbs, Jackie Hale, CJ Preach, and Johnny Bullitt, to name a few. I love reading and interacting with all of the comments, so light it up. All right. Let's take a look at this team that we're going to see in the game. OSU Vids was right. That's pretty embarrassing. And that song definitely took me back a decade or so. Moving on, Ohio State and TTUN have met on the field 115 times, where Ohio State has won 51 times, TTUN has won 58 times, and there have been 6 ties. While the balance of wins still hangs in favor of TTUN, Ohio State has been chipping away at that over the past few decades. TTUN is walking into this game with 1 loss on their season to their little brother, Michigan State. You know, that team that we just demoralized last weekend. TTUN is led by head coach Jim Harbaugh. Look, normally I like to dig into the coaches a bit and find out interesting facts about them, but I feel like we all know all that we need to know about Harbaugh. For those of you who don't, here's the TLDR. He used to like to wear khakis, that is, until this year when he switched them out for blue Lululemons that like to catch on fire from the sideline space heater. He drinks milk and eats steak, and he can't seem to win against Ohio State. See, all you need to know. Oh, that, and he took a huge pay cut coming into this season and revamped his entire coaching staff just to keep his job. You all, I really didn't like researching TTUN for the show this week. I'm not gonna lie, when my visceral reaction to seeing maize in blue anywhere is to gag. It makes it hard to enjoy looking at a page with it on it long enough to learn about the players. I had to dig down deep for this one. You're welcome. So here we go. TTUN is led on the field by quarterback Cade McNamara, who to TTUN fans is better than sliced bread, and to anyone else has delivered a pretty average to good performance this year. He hails from Nevada, where he set several state records as the top-rated high school player. He originally committed to Notre Dame before reopening his recruitment and ultimately committing to TTUN. He's been playing through some pain this season after sustaining an undisclosed injury during their loss to Michigan State. Due to this, or perhaps wanting to throw us a curveball this coming weekend, they also played backup quarterback J.J. McCarthy during their game last weekend against Maryland. So we might also get to see some J.J. McCarthy during the game this weekend. Leading the team in rushing yards is Hassan Haskins, who has 1,063 yards for the year, which is 35 yards less than Henderson for context. He plays the lead role in a two-headed running back attack and has earned the nickname Thunder due to his ability to charge through tacklers. Blake Corum is the other half of that attack with 778 yards for the year, earning himself the nickname Lightning due to his ability to burn other teams with his speed. Leading TTUN in their passing attack is Cornelius Johnson with 539 yards for the year. I don't think I even need to provide numbers for context on this one, but I will, just for the heck of it. That is 309 yards less than Olave has. Comparing that to Ohio State, we have almost double the amount of passing yards to our rushing yards. On the defensive side of things, TTUN linebacker Josh Ross leads the team with 80 tackles, placing him 3 tackles under our lead tackler, Ronnie Hickman. TTUN does have 2 sack machines on their team, and Aiden Hutchinson and David Ojabo. Defensive end Aiden Hutchinson has logged 9 sacks this season and 2 forced fumbles, while linebacker David Ojabo has logged 10 sacks and 5 forced fumbles. Defensive back DJ Turner has scored their only defensive touchdown in their game against Maryland this past weekend. It's pretty fitting that the game this weekend will be a winner-takes-all matchup. Both our beloved Buckeyes and TTUN have 1 loss on their record, so winning this game secures a spot in Indy for the Big Ten title game and a chance to win that for a spot in the college football playoff. Even though Ohio State has been owning teams these past 2 weekends, as my dad always told me, when it comes to the rivalry game, all bets are off. I know. It's been a long time since TTUN has come to this game ready to play and able to make it competitive, but there's definitely still a part of me that hears my dad telling me that records don't matter and that anything can happen in this rivalry game. How are you all feeling about the game? How do you view this rivalry? Let me know your takes in the comment section below. Thankfully, I know our Buckeyes won't be sleeping when they visit the Big House this weekend. This is the game, the one that they have been preparing for all year long. And I hope that they smash TTUN and hang 100 on them as they cruise their way to victory. With that thought, I hope you and your loved ones have a beautiful Thanksgiving holiday this week. Whatever your cuisine, I pray that you're able to soak up time with those around you. Let's remember to be thankful for this dynamic team and join me in soaking up the chance to watch these uber talented Buckeyes take the field for their last regular season game of 2021. With that, I'll see you on the other side of the game. OH.